I wanted to show you one piece of data that is going to appear a little differently, and some of the data actually isn't going to show up as it does in our current Salesforce setup in the volunteer profile section of the new platform. So right now, um, we have been storing our language information in contact classification. So when you're in the edit mode, there's a pick list for foreign language number one, and it has all these choices. And then there's a writable field for other foreign language here. So in the old application, we would just have them write by hand any foreign language, and then we would select it here. In the new application, question one is Spanish, and it's a yes or no question. And then there's another question that asks for any other foreign language, and that's a writable field. So in transferring all of this data into the new profile, we have a formula where anyone that put in Spanish as foreign language number one, it will auto check yes in the new platform profile. If they have a different language like this, it's not going to populate anywhere. So let me just illustrate this by showing it to you. So I'm in this volunteers record, and I'm going to log into the portal as him. So if you remember, he had Korean in foreign language number one. So when we log into him here, you're going to see that it doesn't show up here. It does check, does he speak Spanish? No, because he didn't have Spanish selected for other language in that field I showed you before. So that's the way they wrote it. And Annabelle mentioned that they explained this to us early on, and we said that was fine. I had noticed this later and said, hey, we need to fix this. And she basically said that this is how it's written. So I wanted to see if that was okay. My thoughts are, for the purposes of the platform here, I think it's fine because when we're matching, we're not looking, through the Find in-home lesson button. We're not filtering out, only students that speak Korean. We're not prioritizing students that speak Korean. So having that listed here is not going to impact the way the platform works now. We'll still have the data saved internally. So, for example, if we have a family that only speaks Korean, no one in the household speaks Spanish, we can still run a report on our own for any volunteer that speaks Korean using that old contact classification field. It won't be any issue for any new volunteer that comes in through the new volunteer onboarding because they're going to be asked the questions in a way that matches up directly with the way you just saw the volunteer profile sorted out. It will be Spanish, yes or no, and they'll fill in other language, and that will automatically be populated to their profile on the platform. So the reason I'm making this video is I want you to sign off on that piece of data that won't be coming through to the volunteer profile page. And that is if there's another language selected in that first field other than Spanish, for example, here with Korean. So let me know your thoughts on this. Thank you.